everyone? How's everyone out there doing? Welcome back or welcome to Both Sides with Stephen Connor. I'm your host, Stephen Connor, partnered with the Unsilenced Voices of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Before we get started with this new episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, hit that post notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a video. Also, you let me know what you want to see debated on here, the pros and cons list, or if you want me to do it in the debate format, you let me know. I would give it to you whatever format you want. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the website that I'm using that I got all my information from will be linked in the description down below. So please make sure to go check it out. Please make sure you let me know your answers. Once again, y'all, I'm not here to tell you my answer. I'm here to give you the pros and cons, and then I want to see y'all have civil discourse, what you think, because we need civil discourse, y'all. We need healthy civil discourse. And without further ado, y'all, let's get started with the video. Y'all see the topic, the pros and cons of welfare. So let's get into this. What constitutes welfare? Welfare can broadly be defined as a government program funded by taxpayer dollars, and it provides financial aid to individuals who cannot support themselves. In the United States of America, welfare programs are administered by the federal and state government. Once again, in the United States of America, welfare programs are administered by the federal and state programs. What does that mean? That means that both the federal and state governments handle welfare, like a bunch of other issues as well. We have a lot of things we complain about that we think we should get more of, that we fight for, that we just blame the president for, we blame Congress for, and we need to stop doing that. It's a lot of issues that we have that can be solved at the local and state level, and we just don't know about it and we don't pay attention. They got us hooked on the federal government. The local and state government has a bigger effect on your everyday life than the federal government does. Always make sure you keep that in mind, y'all. Always make sure you keep that in mind. And this program is the only way you can receive these type of benefits, welfare benefits, is if you apply and you prove that you need them. They just don't give them to everyone. You have to prove that you need them and you're tested. It's a means testing program. Once again, meaning the individual must provide information and prove that they actually need it before it's given to them. So what's some examples of these programs? We have Medicaid, we have SSI, we have WIC, we have SNAP benefits, housing assistance, Head Starts. Those are some examples. So what are some pros of welfare? What's a good argument for why we need welfare? It helps children. NPR reports that a long-term study showed that the very first welfare program, the Mother Pensions Program, had positive effects on children. The program seemed to help make it possible for beneficiaries to stick with education longer and earn more as young adults, as well as increase their lifespan. This one right here is debatable, and I say that because it really is. It reduces crime. People in favor of welfare also point out that it can reduce crime rates by helping people avoid being in depression, where they feel they need to do desperate things like steal, carjack, and more. As a result, welfare can help protect the middle and upper classes from being crime victims. Social good. Overall, proponents of welfare are interested in preventing starvation, disease, and misery among the poorest of society. They believe the welfare system is an expression of the very best social good. So those are some pros. Those are people in favor of welfare. Now let's talk about the arguments, the cons of welfare. Too much taxation, and this is a big one I hear all the time. The money for welfare comes from the people through taxation. What taxation is taxes. If you don't know what taxes is what we use to fund the police, fund city council, fund the state government, fund federal government. That's what they take out of your checks when you get paid, is taxes. One thing I want y'all to know, and I want to make sure y'all understand, is these politicians they're not your boss, you're their boss. They work for you. You don't work for them. They work for you. That's why they're pleading their case. That's why they have elections. That's why they campaign. That's why they try to convince us to vote for them. They try to convince us to vote for them because we have the power. We pay their salary. We keep their lights on. We keep the lights on of Congress, the state government, the police department, the fire department, the public schools. Our taxes go a long way. And I want to make sure we understand that. Our taxes fund welfare programs. Our taxes funds the government. Our taxes funds these politicians. We pay them. So I just want to make sure that y'all understand that. But let's get back to the opponents of welfare. They do not like for the government to take their tax money and give it to someone else instead. Some people who oppose welfare encourage those individuals to find well-run charities and support them. Oh, my bad. They rather find well-run charities and support them rather than giving that responsibility to the government. Creation of dependency. This is a big one I hear a lot too. Opponents of welfare also feel that welfare programs create dependency and produce a life situation where it's better to receive welfare than work. It is possible for welfare recipients to find themselves in a welfare trap, where if they work too much, they will lose benefits and they cannot afford to replace. And that is true. I know with food stamps, the more money you make, the less money you get in food stamps. I know somebody who told me that their medical stuff is so good that they don't know if they want to get a job, because if they get a job, they will have to pay for their own medicine and stuff like that. So I do see and understand that argument. Too expensive to maintain. This is the biggest debate right here. Many critics are concerned that welfare is growing too quickly. They feel that the growth of welfare programs will bankrupt the U.S. economy and that the programs that exist aren't reducing the causes of poverty in their view. This is made worse by immigration issues and the idea that illegal immigrants are taking advantage of welfare and they shouldn't. Fraud. Critics of welfare are also concerned about welfare fraud. Y'all remember those PP loan frauds? Yeah. Nothing that 7 welfare programs make the Office of Management and Budget's list of programs with improper payments. Over $750 million per year. Welfare fraud, taxes, an already stretched system even more. Helping those who don't deserve it. This is the last opposing view. Helping those who don't deserve it. Welfare opponents are also concerned about helping those who aren't truly needy, including those who make poor choices and suffer from alcohol and drug addictions. They feel that Americans who can work should do so, and that only the truly poor and disabled should receive assistance. Those are the pros, those are the cons of welfare. I want you to do is I want you to let me know how you feel about welfare, whether you're for it, whether you're for against it, why you're for it, why you're against it, and if you're in the middle, why you're in the middle. Until next time, y'all, remember, I love you. God loves you. This has been Both Sides with Stephen Counter. Stephen Counter out, y'all.